They say we know more about space than the oceans.
You think they're bite marks?
What's gonna bite an orca?
What happened to the lobster? She threw it away down the waste disposal.
What's that?
Ice worms.
It looks like you've stumbled on a new species.
Smack in the middle of Hoofdstad's fields in the Norwegian Sea.
If the worms or anything we discover proves to be environmentally sensitive, it will be in my report.
Hope the reason you're not answering is because you're that hot guy from the boat. Monsieur.
Water and marble, and that silentness, which is not broken by a wheel or a hoof. A city like a water lily, less seen than reflected. Palace wall and roof, in the unfruitful waters motionless, without one living grass to scream reproof. A city without joy or wariness, itself beholding, from itself aloof.
Venice by Arthur Symons.
How did...
Do you really think you're the first person to read that on a bridge in Venice? I know a much better Symons poem.
Oh, you do?
Let me show you.
Well, just be thankful I didn't read it to you in a gondola.
What's all this?
Breakfast.
Pop down to the shop when you're out.
That's nice of you.
Wow. More self-serving than nice. I saw the state of your fridge last time I was here.
Domestic skills aren't my strong suit.
I noticed.
Thank you.
Mine? Yours. Uncontaminated by my bacon, don't worry.
Great.
Bon appetit. Some beans there as well if you want them.
Hello?
We lost the Juno, Charlie.
What? What do you mean lost?
The emergency beacon. It was picked up late last night. Charlie, are you there?
I'm here. We just spoke to them. What?
2 other emergency beacons were picked up from fishing trawlers in the same area. The Norwegian Coast Guard are there, looking for them.
Do they think anyone got off before it went down?
I'll let you know as soon as we know more. As soon as we find them.
Okay.
Okay.
Vibrio vulnificus?
It's a bacterium which produces a toxin when it comes into contact with blood, usually through an open wound from handling or eating raw seafood harvested in warm water. It's most common in the Gulf of Mexico.
So we know what it is?
Yes, yes.
But?
Our blood contains cells which consume the Vibrios, which is why an infection is so rarely fatal. But in this case, come on, have a look. The Vibrios is consuming the blood at an astonishing rate. Yeah, it must be some kind of mutation or a new strain. We are lucky no one else has contracted it.
There have been other people infected. I just heard this morning.
Where?
At a restaurant up the coast. None of them survived.
It's got a D-shaped shell, alternating yellow and brownish stripes of a zebra mussel, 2 hinged valves joined by a ligament, but adults are typically fingernail-sized. This is twice as large.
But mussels can't swim, can they?
They can in the larval stage, which is how they must have found and attached themselves to the barrier queen.
The ship left on the 2nd and arrived 18 days later, by which time there were tens, maybe hundreds of thousands of them. No species of mussels can reproduce at that rate.
I'll send a sample for sequencing to the biolab at the university. That should tell us whether it's a mutation or a new species.
Dr. Oliveira, what is this?
It appears to be some sort of organic material.
Can you run a test?
Sure, Leon. I'll add it to the list of 9,000 other things I have to do today. Anything else?
Actually, there is. I'd like to do an autopsy on the orca at the beach.
I thought you said it died from its wounds.
It attacked a boat for no apparent reason. So did the whale which attacked a Lady Wexham in the tugboats towing the barrier queen into harbor. I want to see if there's a contaminant load which impacted the whale's behavior.
Leon, we're short-staffed as it is.
I can do it myself.
You've never done an autopsy in the field.
But there's got to be a first time, right? I can ask a couple of the grads to help out, get them out of the lab, out of your hair.
Sure an orca's big enough for your first time?
No problem.
Fine. But they're your responsibility.
He had some plastic in his gut, but his stomach and bowels were free from any obstructions.
You took tissue samples?
We did. We ran an analysis to check traces of contaminants, PCBs.
Infections?
None. His wounds were deep, but they were clean. But I'll run a full range of blood tests to make sure. But I did find something I've never seen. Small clot in the brainstem.
A blood clot?
It's not blood.
Any damage to the brain? Any sign of a stroke?
None. Any idea what it is?
It looks like something growing into the brain tissue. Maybe like a fungus. And yes, I will add it to the list of tests you want me to run.
Hey! Oh!
cases came in this morning.
Anyone who ate or touched a lobster?
No. Or any shellfish at all. It must be airborne.
No, it can't be airborne. And if it were, we'd be seeing a lot more cases.
Then how?
The garbage disposal.
Sorry?
The maitre d' in the restaurant said the lobster went down the garbage disposal. The Vibrio vulnificus. It's in the water system.
Mesdames et messieurs, nous vous demandons de rester calmes. Nous sommes là et nous nous occupons de vous.
You're sending them where?
To Corbigny. We need to get them away from the coast, from the water.
Is there anybody at the house?
No. And as I can't leave, I'm asking you to meet them there, okay?
Cecile, look, I know that you're concerned.
Oh, don't do that, Michael!
Don't do what?
Tell me I'm overreacting.
Is it really necessary? That's all I'm saying. I mean, why didn't they come here?
Because you're not safe either. That's what I'm trying to say. We don't know how far, how fast it's spreading and can't until people start getting sick and dying.
When are they leaving?
I'm packing the car now.
Okay.
You'll go?
Yeah, I'll go. The Wi-Fi better be working.
No promises. Thank you, Michael. Si vous devez vous arrêter, il faut surtout pas utiliser l'eau du robinet, d'accord? Uniquement le gel, l'eau en bouteille. C'est compris? Dès que vous arrivez à la maison, vous faites bouillir l'eau, pas de douche, pas de bain.
Non, j'ai même pas mon permis. Je dis quoi à la police si elle nous arrête?
La police va pas t'arrêter, puis tu conduis super bien. Et votre père est en chemin, il vous rejoindra à la maison. D'accord? Si, il va venir.
Quand est-ce que tu viendras, toi?
Dès que je peux, mon cœur. Be nice to your sister and help her, okay?
I have maps on my phone in case she gets lost.
Oh. Okay, go.
Tu vas vraiment venir ou tu sais juste pour assurer?
Mais bien sûr que je vais venir, Isabelle. Allez, viens là. Tu m'appelles dès que vous êtes arrivés?
Ok.
Hein, c'est promis? Allez. Je t'aime, Louis.
Je t'aime, maman.
Je t'aime, Isabelle.
Moi aussi, je t'aime.
Dr. Johnson, Mr. Sato is ready for you, sir.
Wonderful. Mr. Sato, thank you for taking the time.
Please. May I offer you something?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
So when did you arrive?
Oh, just this morning.
Are you here for the conference?
No, but I understand you'll be speaking. The transformative power of science in the wake of the global pandemic.
For which I've been allocated 30 minutes, including questions, if there are any.
I wasn't aware that Mr. Mifune was interested in medical technology.
It's a recent development, an offshoot of his interest in environmental biotechnology.
Huh.
I understand from Miss Lan that you have something of interest to us.
I do. I was hoping that you might have something of interest to us, if this proves relevant.
I understand.
if you could just send that along sooner rather than later.
Of course. It's a challenging time.
It is. Particularly for those with shipping interests. The jellyfish in the Adriatic, the disruption caused by the whale attacks in the Pacific. The Barrier Queen is one of yours, yeah?
Not mine. One of Mr. Mifune's. I run Mr. Mifune's foundation. Mr. Mifune's other interests are outside my area of concern. But you know that.
Well, I've done my research. Say, is it true about the Barrier Queen? That a couple of whales attacked the tugboat sent out to save it?
That's what's been reported. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. My assistant can show you out.
No. I'm sure I can find my way. Thank you, again, for taking the time.
It was my pleasure.
Schwarm と比べると我々が発見したのは少し大きいが同じように目立つ顎、細長い手形歯をしています。ですから同じ種でしょう。
それはどれぐらいの脅威になると思う？
トバル船の暴風は偶発的な事故だった可能性はありますが、アイスボムが発見された海域から船を完全に遠ざけておくべきでしょう。
ホーブスタッド以外に誰がこのことを知ってる？
しかし時間の問題でしょ
う。ヨハンソン博士が一体誰の利益を守ろうとしてるのかが問題だ。
ホーブスタッド社に雇われているわけではないようです。もしそういう意味でお聞きになれば。
そう彼は言っています。
彼に嘘をつく理由はないと思います。
同感だ。しかし確認した方がいいだろう。
Hey.
Hey.
How did it go?
As expected.
But you saw Rikusato.
Oh, I did. He was charming. Couldn't have been more gracious.
This one, sir?
Yeah. Whether or not he'll help us, who knows?
If it's in his interest to do so, he will.
And you think it's in his interest?
Aito Mifune invested in the biotreatment of the polluted environments, including the ocean, before anyone was even talking about it.
Right. Well, you know, saving the world is every billionaire's favorite pastime, right? As long as it doesn't trim the bottom line.
It is possible to do both, you know?
Do good and make money?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, the man's a saint.
I didn't say that. You're not being fair.
Maybe I'm not. No, you're right. Can we talk about something else?
Sigurd, I'm trying to help.
I know you are, and I appreciate it.
So why are you being so...
So what?
So difficult?
Because I shouldn't be here. With you. Alone. But I am. From the moment you called, from the moment I saw you, I just knew this was going to happen because I want this to happen. And now I'm sitting here across from you, and I can't think about anything else. So, I need to know, when you called me, was it just about work?
I wanted your advice, Sigurd. Because I knew you would give it, and it would be honest, fair, and it would make me, or us, whoever start, listen.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that I didn't want to see you again. Excuse me, can I have the check, please? Yeah, I'm going to bed.
Yeah, good night. They found the Juno, Charlie.
Did they find anyone?
No. They think everyone was still on board when she went down. Professor Lehman approved the mission to find out what happened. If they find anything, they'll send us the footage.
I'm coming.
Charlie.
They are friends. I need to be there with you.
What's all this?
We've been discussing the reports of the whale attacks.
This is the location of the attack on the Lady Waxham. And these are the locations of the other attacks in the Northwest Pacific. We're just trying to figure out if there's a common factor that links them all.
Is it okay if I...
Yeah, of course.
Should have seen it before. This is the migration route. All the attacks are happening along it. So if something's affecting the whales, it's happening sometime, somewhere during the migration.
to sleep, right?
Yes.
All of them.
Yes.
For how long?
15 minutes, tops.
I can't believe I agreed to this. Come on, kid.
They're waking up.
How many?
All of them.
It's just great. Start the engine.
Dr. Hansen, this is Rick Sato.
Mr. Sato?
In response to the act of faith you extended to us, I'm extending the same to you.
You found the worms?
We have, yes.
Where?
On the continental slope off the southeast coast of India, the Nankai Trough and the South Chinese Sea.
How widespread are they?
I'll forward you what we have. And there's something else I would like to ask you.
Of course.
The permit Hubster was granted by the Norwegian government for exploration of oil, gas, hydrates, minerals.
Yeah?
Did Miss Lund show it to you?
No, she did not.
Can I ask you why you're asking this?
Perhaps I can send you something?
Please do.
I'll have it sent over shortly. I won't take up any more of your time.
The ship on the left with the trench cutters is for dredging. The one on the right is for processing material they bring up from the seabed. Can you get any closer?
They might engage if we do.
Risers that size, they'll be bringing up 8,000, 10,000 metric tons per ship per day.
Hey.
Hi. I spoke to Rico Satu, and they found the worms.
Where?
South China Sea.
South coast of India, off the Nankai Trough.
But they didn't find them on top of the shelf. They found them on the slope.
Which could destabilize the hydrates quicker than we thought, so we should get back out there to see how far they spread.
Vi har riktigt färskt tonfisk i köket. Så jag tänkte jag ska slänga ihop lite till personalen. En tartar. Vill du ha lite?
Ja, tack.
Sallad?
Snälla.
Ja.
Sorry about that, Sigurd.
No, it's all right. Do you want to talk some other time?
No. It's fine.
Yeah, could you also...
Just send me a map of all the areas you've surveyed to date, so I can narrow down the area we might want to visit again.
Yeah, as soon as I get back to the office. So, what else did Sato say?
Nothing. Nothing we didn't already know.
Fine. I'll clear it with Skaugen. We can head out tomorrow.
Thank you.
Look, Sigurd, about Geneva.
Hey, let's just talk when we get back.
Sure.
Det var nära ögat. Varför gör du så här mot dig själv?
Vadå?
Jobbar så här. Kan du inte stanna till och njuta lite av livet?
Jag gör det, Kåre.
Alla är så himla fokuserade på framtiden. Håller på och planerar och fixar. Jag menar, som det ser ut nu är det ingen jäkel som vet hur allting blir. Eller om det ens finns en framtid. Jag säger, fuck it. Lev i nuet. Världen blir som den blir. Vi har bara ett liv. Kan lika gärna passa på att njuta av det.
Max? Max? Can you get the door?
I'm half naked. Could you go, please?
We received the footage from the ROV. I know you were all very close, so if you'd rather not watch.
I want to know what happened.
You sure?
I am.
Then let's see what they found.
How'd it go?
I got it.
No problems.
Took me right to it.
Do they usually dive this deep?
No. Never.